Why narcissists seem to get away with their bad behavior while good people, like the chosen ones, face so many challenges. It can feel unfair, right? But what if I told you that God's delays aren't about ignoring justice, but about something much deeper? Stick with me till the end, because what you're about to learn will change how you see your struggles and give you hope like never before. You see, when a narcissist hurts others, we naturally expect them to face punishment immediately. But have you noticed how they often seem to thrive, at least for a while? And at the same time, chosen ones, people who are pure-hearted and meant to bring light into this world, endure hardships and delays in their blessings. It can feel confusing, maybe even frustrating. But here's the secret: God isn't blind to the actions of narcissists, nor does he forget the pain of his chosen ones. Every delay has a purpose. God's timing is perfect, even if we don't understand it at first. In this journey, we'll explore why God waits, how this delay shapes chosen ones into the incredible people they're meant to be, and what happens to narcissists when their time runs out. You'll see that justice does come. It's just on God's schedule, not ours. If you've ever felt alone in your struggles, know you're not. Join this amazing community of believers and seekers where we support and uplift one another. Let's grow stronger together. Show some love by sharing your thoughts below, and remember, you're not alone in this fight. Stay till the end, because your breakthrough might be closer than you think. Patience and faith are two of the most powerful qualities a person can have, especially if they are one of the chosen ones. But these qualities aren't just given to you, they are built over time, often through difficult situations. This is why God sometimes allows delays in answering prayers or delivering justice. These delays are not punishments, they are tests that refine and strengthen your spirit. Imagine a seed buried deep in the soil. It doesn't grow into a tree overnight. It faces darkness, pressure, and time before it finally sprouts. The same happens to people who are chosen for a greater purpose. God uses these moments of waiting to prepare them for something bigger. Without these tests, they wouldn't develop the patience or faith needed to handle their calling. Here's something to think about. When life feels heavy and nothing seems to move forward, it can be tempting to lose hope. But this is the exact moment when faith is being tested. Can you trust that things are happening for a reason, even if you can't see it yet? This trust is what strengthens you. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. These tests are also about timing. Imagine receiving a gift before you're ready for it. You might not appreciate it or know how to use it well. God delays certain blessings because he knows you need to grow first. The waiting period is not wasted time, it's preparation. When the time finally comes, the chosen ones don't just receive what they were waiting for, they're transformed. They've learned patience, deepened their faith, and developed endurance that helps them face future challenges. So the next time you feel stuck in a delay, try to remember this. Every moment is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. The struggle today is building the strength you'll need tomorrow. And when the moment of breakthrough arrives, you'll realize it was worth the wait. Sometimes life feels unfair. People who hurt others seem to get away with it, while those who are kind and good often struggle. It's easy to wonder why justice doesn't come right away, but here's the truth. God operates on his perfect timing, and everything unfolds according to his greater plan. Think of a clock. Every part inside it works together, moving at just the right pace to tell the correct time. If even one gear is off, the whole clock stops working. In the same way, God's timing is never random. It's carefully planned so that every event, lesson, and outcome fits perfectly into his design for the world and for our lives. Sometimes, justice takes time because there are lessons to be learned first. For example, when someone does wrong, They may not face immediate consequences because they're being given a chance to reflect, grow, or even change. God's mercy allows room for transformation before judgment arrives. For the chosen ones, waiting can feel frustrating, but these delays often have a purpose too. While you wait for justice or blessings, you might be learning patience, resilience, or trust. These qualities are essential for fulfilling the greater purpose God has for you. Without this time of preparation, you might not be ready to handle what lies ahead. Here's something to think about. Justice delayed is not justice denied. When God acts, it's always at the right moment. His decisions are never rushed or random. They're perfect. And when that justice comes, it not only sets things right, but also teaches powerful lessons to everyone involved. The next time you feel like asking, "Why is this taking so long?" remember the clock. Just as its hands move steadily toward the right time, so does God's plan for justice and blessings. Trust in His timing, even when it's hard to understand. Everything will happen exactly when it's meant to, and when it does, you'll see how it all fits together perfectly. God's mercy is one of His greatest gifts, and it extends to everyone, even those who seem to hurt others the most. Narcissists, people who act selfishly, manipulate, and often harm those around them, are no exception. While it may seem unfair that they don't face immediate consequences for their actions, there's a deeper reason behind this delay. God's heart is full of compassion, and He desires for everyone to have a chance at redemption. He knows that people don't always stay the same. Even the hardest of hearts can soften with time and the right circumstances. By delaying punishment, God is giving narcissists an opportunity to reflect on their behavior, recognize their mistakes, and turn toward Him for forgiveness and transformation. Think of it like a lifeline being thrown to someone who's drowning. They have the choice to grab hold of it or ignore it. God gives everyone, including narcissists, these lifelines, moments to change their path. He doesn't force anyone to take them, but His mercy ensures the chance is always there. For the chosen ones who are hurt by narcissists, this can be hard to accept. It's natural to want to see justice happen right away, but God's delays are not a sign of neglect. They're a sign of His love and hope for all people. He sees the bigger picture and knows that true justice isn't just about punishment, it's about transformation. Of course, not everyone takes the chance they're given. Some narcissists choose to continue down the same destructive path. When that happens, justice eventually arrives. But when a person does change, it's a powerful reminder of God's grace and the ability for even the most broken people to find redemption. So when it feels like narcissists are getting away with their actions, remember this: God's mercy isn't weakness, it's hope. Hope that anyone, no matter how far they've strayed, can find their way back. And for the chosen ones, that hope serves as a reminder that love and forgiveness are stronger than anger or revenge. Adversity, though difficult, can be a powerful tool for growth. For the chosen ones, the challenges they face aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities for personal and spiritual development. These trials may be painful, but they shape individuals into stronger, wiser, and more resilient people, ready to lead with deeper understanding. When life feels tough and things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel like giving up. However, it's often during these hardest moments that the most valuable lessons are learned. Think of a tree growing in a stormy environment. The wind pushes against it, but instead of breaking, the tree's roots grow deeper and its trunk grows thicker. The storm doesn't destroy the tree, it makes it stronger. For the chosen ones, every trial is like that storm. The challenges they face deepen their faith, strengthen their resolve, and help them develop the inner resilience that will support them in the future. These trials also teach valuable life skills like patience, empathy, and humility, all of which are essential for spiritual growth and leadership. As the chosen ones navigate through hardship, they begin to see the world differently. Their experiences shape their perspective, helping them become more understanding and compassionate toward others. The pain they've gone through often makes them better equipped to help others who are struggling with similar issues. This makes them not only survivors but also leaders, people others can turn to for guidance and support. These experiences also refine their character, helping them recognize what truly matters in life. As they grow spiritually, they learn to rely less on external circumstances and more on their inner strength and connection to God. This shift helps them face future challenges with a calm and steady spirit. So, while adversity is never easy for the chosen ones, it's a vital part of their journey. Through each trial, they become more capable of handling life's ups and downs, and more prepared to lead others through their own struggles. The pain they endure today becomes the wisdom they use to shape the future. Delays in justice aren't just frustrating, they're also an opportunity for the chosen ones to build a powerful testimony that can inspire and uplift others. When faced with unfair situations, prolonged struggles, or the feeling that things aren't moving fast enough, the chosen ones are given the chance to demonstrate what real faith, endurance, and triumph look like in action. Imagine a person running a marathon. The race is long, exhausting, and filled with obstacles. The runner might stumble, get tired, and wonder if they can keep going, but every step, every struggle builds their strength and character. The journey becomes a story of perseverance, a testimony of what it takes to overcome challenges. And when they finally reach the finish line, their victory isn't just about crossing it, it's about everything they endured to get there. In the same way, delays in justice give the chosen ones the opportunity to show the world what it means to trust God, even when things are hard. Their faith isn't just something they say, it's something they live through their actions, thoughts, and attitudes, even when no one else is looking. The longer they wait, the stronger their testimony becomes because they're choosing to hold on to their faith and keep moving forward despite the obstacles. Every trial they face becomes a part of their story, a story that proves God's faithfulness, even in the darkest times. And when the justice they've been waiting for finally comes, their testimony will shine even brighter. They can look back on everything they've been through and see how their faith never wavered. It will be a powerful message to others, showing them that no matter how tough life gets, God's plan is always at work, shaping them into the person they are meant to be. Through these delays, the chosen ones don't just wait for justice, they actively build their testimony, which will speak to others for years to come. It's not just about the moment of victory, it's about the journey of faith, endurance, and triumph that leads them there. When the chosen ones encounter narcissists, it may feel like a challenge or even a burden. Narcissists often try to manipulate or control, making those around them feel small or insignificant. But for the chosen ones, these encounters aren't just random, they're filled with hidden lessons that help them grow in ways they never expected. These lessons might not always be easy to learn, but they are crucial in shaping the chosen ones into stronger, wiser individuals. One of the most important lessons these encounters teach is about self-worth. Narcissists often try to undermine others, making them feel unimportant or unworthy. But for the chosen ones, this is a wake-up call to remember their true value. They are not defined by the opinions of others, especially those who seek to manipulate them. Through these difficult interactions, they learn to stand firm in their identity and realize that their worth comes from within, not from the approval or validation of others. Another valuable lesson is about boundaries. Narcissists have a way of pushing boundaries, whether emotional, physical, or mental, because they often see others as tools to be used for their own gain. The chosen ones, however, are taught through these encounters to set clear, healthy boundaries. They learn to say no without guilt and protect their space and energy. By doing so, they become more confident in asserting their needs and prioritizing their well-being. Finally, these interactions teach the chosen ones about spiritual discernment. Narcissists often wear a mask of charm or false kindness, making it difficult to see their true nature at first. The chosen ones must learn to discern the difference between genuine love and manipulation, recognizing when someone's actions don't match their words. This skill is essential, not just in dealing with narcissists, but in all relationships. It strengthens their ability to trust their intuition and rely on their spiritual guidance, helping them navigate life with wisdom and clarity. So, while dealing with a narcissist is never easy, for the chosen ones, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Every encounter teaches them more about their own strength, the importance of healthy boundaries, and the power of spiritual insight. These lessons may not be obvious at first, but over time they become tools that help the chosen ones move forward with confidence, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of themselves. Narcissists often appear to get away with their actions. They manipulate, deceive, and hurt others without facing immediate consequences, which can leave those around them feeling frustrated and powerless. It may seem like they thrive while the victims suffer, but the truth is, karma operates in ways that are often unseen and subtle, working silently behind the scenes. Karma, in its simplest form, refers to the idea that every action has consequences, good or bad, that are eventually returned to the person who created them. However, what makes karma so powerful is its ability to work in ways that aren't always obvious. While narcissists might continue their harmful behaviors, they often don't see the effects of their actions until much later, and even then, those effects may not be visible to others. Imagine a person who has spent years planting seeds of bitterness, manipulation, and dishonesty. On the surface, they might seem to succeed, gaining what they want through control and deceit. However, what they don't realize is that their actions create a ripple effect in their own life. The seeds they've planted will eventually grow into consequences that are far beyond their control, often in ways they don't expect. This is the quiet power of karma. Its work is often invisible in the moment, but over time, it ensures that every action is accounted for. For narcissists, karma can come in many forms. It might show up as a loss of relationships, as people begin to see through their manipulative behavior and choose to distance themselves. Over time, the narcissist may find themselves isolated with no one left to manipulate or control. They might experience a deep sense of loneliness, realizing too late that their need for control and attention has driven others away. This is a powerful consequence of their own actions, but it often happens silently, without fanfare or public acknowledgement. Karma might also affect a narcissist's own internal world. While they might project confidence or superiority outwardly, inside they may wrestle with insecurity, self-doubt, and a lack of fulfillment. They may constantly seek validation from others, only to find that no matter how much praise they receive, it never truly satisfies their inner emptiness. This internal struggle is a direct result of their actions, and while no one else may see it, it is a consequence that can be deeply painful and difficult to escape. In other cases, karma can come in the form of lost opportunities or unfulfilled goals. Narcissists often believe they are entitled to success and admiration, but their selfishness and disregard for others can prevent them from forming the kind of meaningful relationships and partnerships that are necessary for true success. Over time, they may find that the doors they once walked through with ease are now closed, and the paths to success they once relied on have vanished. Again, this is the silent work of karma, shaping their life without them even realizing what's happening. For the chosen ones who are affected by narcissists, it can be difficult to watch this process unfold. You may want to see immediate consequences for their actions to feel that justice is served. However, trust that karma is always at work, even when it's invisible. It doesn't need to be loud or dramatic to be effective. In time, the narcissist will face the results of their actions, and those who have been harmed will often find healing, even if the consequences aren't immediately clear. In the end, karma is a reminder that justice doesn't always come in the way we expect. It works in silence, ensuring that every action, no matter how hidden or subtle, will eventually be accounted for. For the narcissist, this silent force can be a powerful and humbling teacher, and for the chosen ones, it offers a sense of peace, knowing that justice will prevail in ways both seen and unseen. The trials that the chosen ones face are never just random struggles. They serve a much greater purpose. Every difficulty, every challenge, and every obstacle is part of a larger plan that prepares them for a bigger mission, one that requires strength, wisdom, and compassion beyond what they could have imagined. These trials may feel overwhelming at times, but in reality, they are shaping the chosen ones into the leaders, healers, and guides they are meant to become. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal starts off raw and unshaped, but through fire, hammering, and shaping, it becomes a strong, sharp tool. If the metal could speak, it might complain about the heat and pressure, but it wouldn't know that it's being refined for a greater purpose. In the same way, the chosen ones may go through intense struggles that feel like too much to bear, but these experiences are refining their character, strengthening their resolve, and preparing them for a purpose that will require every bit of the wisdom and strength they've gained. These trials teach the chosen ones to rely on their inner strength and trust in God's plan, even when they don't understand why things are happening. They develop resilience, an ability to keep going even when the road ahead is unclear. With each trial, their faith deepens and they become more connected to their higher purpose. Through their struggles, they also learn compassion. They understand pain on a deeper level and develop the ability to empathize with others who are going through similar difficulties. This deep compassion is essential for the bigger mission ahead, as they will be called to help and heal others in ways they could never have done before their trials. In the grand scheme of things, these experiences are preparing the chosen ones to lead with love and wisdom. They are being shaped into individuals who will not only be able to handle the challenges that lie ahead, but will also have the heart and understanding to guide others through their own struggles. It's like preparing a gardener to tend to a vast garden. Only by learning the right methods, tools, and care through smaller gardens can they eventually manage a larger one. Moreover, these trials prepare them to be a light to others, offering hope and guidance. The chosen ones are not just being refined for their own benefit. They are being prepared to share the lessons they've learned and help others find their way through darkness. Their journey, though challenging, equips them with everything they need to make a difference in the world. So, while it may seem that the chosen ones are facing difficulty after difficulty, every trial is a stepping stone toward their greater mission. Each challenge refines them, making them more capable of handling what's to come. They may not fully understand their purpose right now, but they are being prepared for something greater, something that will require unwavering strength, deep compassion, and an unshakable faith that will inspire others and bring healing to the world. Narcissists often have a way of hiding their true nature behind a mask of charm, confidence, and manipulation. They present themselves as individuals who are deserving of admiration, control, and respect, often deceiving those around them with their calculated behaviors. However, the truth about who they really are doesn't stay hidden forever. Sometimes the punishment or justice they deserve doesn't come immediately, but this delay works in ways that serve a greater purpose, allowing the narcissist's true nature to be exposed for everyone to see. In the beginning, it's easy for people to be fooled by a narcissist's appearance. They may seem kind, supportive, or even generous, but these qualities are often just a facade meant to keep others under their control. Over time, however, their actions begin to reveal their true character. The narcissist may begin to show their manipulative behaviors, disregarding others' feelings, treating people as tools for their own gain, or even using others as stepping stones for their own success. These actions become harder to ignore, and what was once hidden starts to surface. The delayed punishment is like a slow burn, a process where the narcissist's actions and behaviors start to catch up with them. In this process, their true nature begins to shine through, whether it's their lack of empathy, their inability to take responsibility for their mistakes, or their complete disregard for the well-being of others. These traits become undeniable to everyone around them. People who may have once admired the narcissist or been manipulated by them begin to see the truth for what it is. They start to notice the inconsistencies in the narcissist's words and actions, and the mask that once concealed their true self slowly crumbles. This delayed exposure serves as a powerful form of justice. It doesn't happen with a dramatic confrontation or an immediate public outburst, but rather it unfolds in ways that leave no room for doubt. The longer the narcissist continues their harmful behavior, the more apparent it becomes to those around them, and eventually their true colors are so glaringly obvious that no one can deny who they really are. What makes this delayed justice so impactful is that it often comes at the moment when the narcissist believes they are still in control, still holding power over others. They may continue to manipulate situations, charm those around them, or even gaslight others into believing they are the victims. But the truth has a way of surfacing, and as it does, it serves as a wake-up call for both the narcissist and those who have been affected by them. For the chosen ones, this process of exposing the narcissist's true nature is part of a larger spiritual journey. While they may not see immediate consequences for the narcissist's actions, they can take comfort in knowing that justice is unfolding in its own time. The narcissist's true character will eventually be revealed, and with that revelation comes a sense of clarity and truth. No matter how well the narcissist tries to disguise themselves, their actions will speak louder than their words, and the truth will become undeniable to all. In the end, delayed punishment isn't about quick revenge or swift justice. It's about the long-term truth coming to light. It's about letting the narcissist's own actions expose who they truly are, ensuring that those who have been manipulated or hurt can finally see the reality of the situation. And for the chosen ones, it's a reminder that justice works in its own time, in ways that may not always be immediate, but are ultimately undeniable. The narcissist's charm can often disguise their true nature, allowing them to manipulate and control those around them. They wear a mask of confidence, kindness, or even victimhood, all designed to keep challenges that lie ahead, but will also have the heart and understanding to guide others through their own struggles. It's like preparing a gardener to tend to a vast garden. Only by learning the right methods, tools, and care through smaller gardens can they eventually manage a larger one. Moreover, these trials prepare them to be a light to others, offering hope and guidance. The chosen ones are not just being refined for their own benefit, they are being prepared to share the lessons they've learned and help others find their way through darkness. Their journey, though challenging, equips them with everything they need to make a difference in the world. So, while it may seem that the chosen ones are facing difficulty after difficulty, every trial is a stepping stone toward their greater mission. Each challenge refines them, making them more capable of handling what's to come. They may not fully understand their purpose right now, but they are being prepared for something greater, something that will require unwavering strength, deep compassion, and an unshakable faith that will inspire others and bring healing to the world. Narcissists often have a way of hiding their true nature behind a mask of charm, confidence, and manipulation. They present themselves as individuals who are deserving of admiration, control, and respect, often deceiving those around them with their calculated behaviors. However, the truth about who they really are doesn't stay hidden forever. Sometimes the punishment or justice they deserve doesn't come immediately, but this delay works in ways that serve a greater purpose, allowing the narcissist's true nature to be exposed for everyone to see. In the beginning, it's easy for people to be fooled by a narcissist's appearance. They may seem kind, supportive, or even generous, but these qualities are often just a facade meant to keep others under their control. Over time, however, their actions begin to reveal their true character. The narcissist may begin to show their manipulative behaviors, disregarding others' feelings, treating people as tools for their own gain, or even using others as stepping stones for their own success. These actions become harder to ignore, and what was once hidden starts to surface. The delayed punishment is like a slow burn, a process where the narcissist's actions and behaviors start to catch up with them. In this process, their true nature begins to shine through, whether it's their lack of empathy, their inability to take responsibility for their mistakes, or their complete disregard for the well-being of others. These traits become undeniable to everyone around them. People who may have once admired the narcissist or been manipulated by them begin to see the truth for what it is. They start to notice the inconsistencies in the narcissist's words and actions, and the mask that once concealed their true self slowly crumbles. This delayed exposure serves as a powerful form of justice. It doesn't happen with a dramatic confrontation or an immediate public outburst, but rather it unfolds in ways that leave no room for doubt. The longer the narcissist continues their harmful behavior, the more apparent it becomes to those around them. And eventually their true colors are so glaringly obvious that no one can deny who they really are. What makes this delayed justice so impactful is that it often comes at the moment when the narcissist believes they are still in control, still holding power over others. They may continue to manipulate situations, charm those around them, or even gaslight others into believing they are the victims. But the truth has a way of surfacing, and as it does, it serves as a wake-up call for both the narcissist and those who have been affected by them. For the chosen ones, this process of exposing the narcissist's true nature is part of a larger spiritual journey. While they may not see immediate consequences for the narcissist's actions, they can take comfort in knowing that justice is unfolding in its own time. The narcissist's true character will eventually be revealed, and with that revelation comes a sense of clarity and truth. No matter how well the narcissist tries to disguise themselves, their actions will speak louder than their words, and the truth will become undeniable to all. In the end, delayed punishment isn't about quick revenge or swift justice. It's about the long-term truth coming to light. It's about letting the narcissist's own actions expose who they truly are, ensuring that those who have been manipulated or hurt can finally see the reality of the situation. And for the chosen ones, it's a reminder that justice works in its own time, in ways that may not always be immediate, but are ultimately undeniable. The narcissist's charm can often disguise their true nature, allowing them to manipulate and control those around them. They wear a mask of confidence, kindness, or even victimhood, all designed to keep others in their grasp. In the beginning, their actions may seem harmless or even admirable, but over time, their true character begins to slip through the cracks. This is where delayed punishment plays a crucial role. It gives the narcissist enough time to reveal their true self, and eventually the mask will slip, making their manipulations undeniable to everyone around them. At first, narcissists can be incredibly convincing. Their charisma and ability to charm others often make it difficult for anyone to see their darker side. They may play the role of a helpful friend, a successful leader, or a caring partner, hiding their egotistical, selfish behavior behind a facade of perfection. But just as darkness cannot stay hidden forever, neither can their true nature. Narcissists by nature have an inflated sense of self-importance, and their interactions are driven by a need to control, belittle, and dominate others. As time passes, the cracks in their mask become more apparent. They may begin to show their disregard for others' feelings, their manipulative behavior, and their tendency to blame others for things that go wrong. They might belittle those who once admired them or use people for their own gain, all while maintaining the illusion of being the good guy. Eventually, their behavior becomes so consistent that even those who were once fooled by their charm start to see the truth. The longer they continue in their deceit, the more evident their true nature becomes to everyone around them. This process of delayed punishment is a quiet form of justice. Rather than an immediate public confrontation or punishment, the narcissist's true colors are revealed through their actions over time. People begin to notice patterns, how they never take responsibility for their mistakes, how they use others as tools for personal gain, how they manipulate emotions to get what they want. Each incident adds weight to the truth, and soon, the narcissist's facade becomes too flimsy to maintain. In this way, delayed punishment ensures that the narcissist's true self is exposed in a way that leaves no room for denial. It's a slow unraveling of their lies, a process that builds over time, so that when the truth finally comes to light, it's undeniable. People may start to distance themselves, seeing the narcissist for who they really are, and the narcissist may struggle to maintain the control they once had. In the end, the narcissist's own actions serve as the most powerful form of punishment, revealing their manipulations and cruelty to the world. For those who have been affected by the narcissist, this process can be both painful and empowering. While they may have been deceived at first, they are eventually given clarity and peace as the narcissist's true nature becomes impossible to ignore. And for the narcissist, the delayed exposure is a reminder that their actions always catch up with them. Even if they think they're in control, the truth has a way of coming to the surface, sometimes silently, but always powerfully. It can sometimes feel like the narcissists in our lives are thriving, manipulating situations to their advantage, and causing chaos without facing the consequences they deserve. Their control and deception can make it seem as though they are unstoppable, leaving the chosen ones feeling vulnerable, alone, or overlooked. However, what may appear as neglect or silence is, in reality, God's quiet and powerful protection at work. God's protection doesn't always come in the dramatic, visible ways we expect. It doesn't always involve immediate justice or open confrontation. Instead, God shields the chosen ones in ways that are often unseen, behind the scenes, and in subtle, quiet ways that we might overlook. While the narcissist may be thriving on the surface, causing harm and manipulating others, God is working silently, ensuring that the chosen ones are not subjected to greater harm. Think about a mother who watches over her child from a distance. The child might not see her, but she is always there, keeping them safe, guiding them, and intervening when necessary. God's protection works similarly, often unseen yet always present. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart or when the narcissist seems to be winning, God is silently shielding the chosen ones from more intense harm. It's like a spiritual armor that surrounds them, protecting their hearts, minds, and spirits from the full force of the narcissist's attacks. This protection is also a reminder that God's ways are not always visible to us. Just because we don't see immediate changes or consequences doesn't mean God isn't at work. His protection can come in the form of keeping the chosen ones out of dangerous situations, placing people in their lives who offer support and wisdom, or guiding them away from harm in ways that are not obvious. The chosen ones may not even realize the depth of the protection they have until they look back and see how they were spared from much worse situations. God's silent protection is also a form of teaching patience and trust. The chosen ones may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but in time they come to realize that God is at work in ways they couldn't have imagined. The protection they receive strengthens their faith, reminding them that even when they feel like they're alone or abandoned, they are never truly left without God's care. The narcissist may seem to be winning, but in the grand scheme of things, God's plan is far greater, and his protection is keeping the chosen ones safe in ways they cannot see. So even when it feels like the narcissist is thriving, remember that God's protection is working silently, keeping the chosen ones safe from greater harm. It's a quiet strength that ensures they are prepared for the bigger mission ahead, shielding them from the destructive forces of the narcissist while they continue to grow, heal, and rise above. God's ways may be subtle, but his protection is always steadfast. God's gift of free will is one of the most powerful and precious aspects of human life. It allows each individual to make choices, follow their own path, and shape their own destiny. This includes everyone, even those who choose to misuse their power, like narcissists. While it may be difficult to watch someone use their free will to cause harm or manipulate others, it's important to remember that God allows all of us to exercise this gift, knowing full well that every choice has its consequences. The concept of free will means that every person, whether they are good-hearted or driven by selfishness, has the ability to make decisions. Narcissists, like everyone else, are granted the freedom to choose their actions, and often they make choices based on their desire for control, power, and admiration. They may choose to deceive, hurt, or manipulate others to get what they want. While it might seem unfair to watch them thrive and cause harm, the reality is that God's gift of free will includes the freedom to make both good and bad choices. However, with this freedom comes responsibility. Every choice, whether it's kind or harmful, comes with consequences. For narcissists, their actions, no matter how cleverly concealed, will eventually catch up with them. The choices they make now, even if they appear to be without punishment, will lead to the natural consequences of their behavior. God allows them to choose their path, but those choices are not without repercussions. Just as everyone else is free to make their decisions, they are also accountable for the outcomes of those decisions. For the chosen ones, this reminder of free will can be a source of strength. It's easy to feel frustrated or powerless when witnessing the actions of narcissists, especially when they seem to escape the consequences of their harmful behaviors. But it's important to recognize that their choices do not go unnoticed. Every action they take has a ripple effect that will eventually return to them. Just as the chosen ones are free to make choices that align with their values, so too are narcissists free to choose their path, and those choices will eventually lead them toward the results they deserve. This reminder of free will also serves as a reminder for the chosen ones to stay true to their own choices. While the narcissist may try to control, manipulate, or hurt, the chosen ones have the power to decide how they respond. They can choose to rise above the narcissist's behavior, set boundaries, and remain grounded in their faith and values. The free will given to them allows them to maintain control over their own actions, even when faced with the challenges narcissists create. Ultimately, God allows everyone, including narcissists, to exercise free will because it is an essential part of our spiritual journey. It's through the choices we make that we learn, grow, and shape our character. For the chosen ones, this is an opportunity to exercise their free will in alignment with their higher purpose, trusting that God's plan will unfold in His perfect timing. And for the narcissist, their free will lead them to face the consequences of their actions, often in ways that are far beyond their control. The journey of dealing with narcissists can often leave the chosen ones feeling hurt, betrayed, and full of resentment. The delay in justice, where it feels like the narcissist is getting away with their harmful actions, can sometimes deepen these wounds. Yet, in this very delay, there is an opportunity for growth and spiritual strength through the lesson of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not easy, especially when the pain inflicted by someone seems unforgivable. Narcissists with their self-centered actions often leave others feeling small, disregarded, and manipulated. It's easy to let these feelings fester into bitterness and anger, but holding on to those negative emotions only harms the one who is suffering. The delay in justice serves as a test not of just patience, but of the chosen one's ability to release that bitterness and forgive. The lesson in forgiveness isn't about excusing the narcissist's behavior or pretending that what they did didn't hurt. It's about freeing oneself from the chains of resentment and reclaiming the inner peace that belongs to the chosen ones. When forgiveness is chosen, it's like a weight is lifted off the heart. It doesn't mean that the narcissist's actions are justified, but it allows the chosen one to no longer carry the burden of anger and hurt. In this way, forgiveness becomes a path to emotional healing. Forgiveness also holds a deep spiritual power. In many spiritual traditions, including Christianity, forgiveness is a cornerstone of growth and transformation. It's an act that aligns the heart with divine grace. The chosen ones are reminded that God forgives all, and by forgiving others, they are reflecting His love and mercy. Holding on to anger can block the flow of God's peace and love into the heart. By releasing bitterness, the chosen ones make space for spiritual growth, allowing their hearts to heal and open to higher wisdom. Moreover, through the delay, God offers the chosen ones a chance to grow spiritually by learning to forgive. It's easy to forgive small things, but true spiritual maturity comes when we can forgive the deep hurts, the ones that are the hardest to let go of. The delay in punishment forces the chosen ones to sit with their feelings and eventually confront the need to forgive, no matter how challenging it might be. Through this process, they are spiritually strengthened, becoming more compassionate and understanding, not only toward others, but also toward themselves. Ultimately, the lesson of forgiveness is one of freedom. The narcissist may never acknowledge the hurt they've caused, and justice may take time, but through forgiveness, the chosen ones release the grip of anger. They free themselves from the emotional weight of past wrongs and move forward with a heart that is lighter, stronger, and more in tune with divine love. This spiritual growth, born from the delay, becomes a powerful testimony of resilience, love, and grace in the face of adversity. When facing the challenges posed by narcissists, it often feels like the darkness of manipulation, control, and deceit is overwhelming. Narcissists can create a toxic atmosphere, twisting the truth and casting shadows over everything they touch. But as the chosen ones navigate these trials, something incredible happens. They begin to realize the spiritual authority they hold over the darkness. This realization empowers them to walk in divine power, overcoming the forces that seek to pull them down. The darkness narcissists bring into the lives of others can be suffocating. It's easy to feel trapped in their webs of lies, to lose one's sense of self, or to feel helpless in the face of their manipulative tactics. But through each challenge, the chosen ones are not just enduring, they are learning and growing. With every encounter, they are building a stronger foundation in their spiritual authority. They are learning that they do not have to succumb to the darkness, but instead, they have the power to rise above it. This authority comes from their connection to the divine. The chosen ones are not alone in their struggle. God has equipped them with everything they need to overcome the forces of darkness, including the spiritual wisdom and strength to face narcissistic abuse. As they walk through these trials, they begin to realize that the light they carry within them is stronger than the shadow the narcissist tries to cast. The narcissist's attempts to manipulate, control, and undermine are powerless against the divine strength that flows through the chosen ones. Overcoming these challenges strengthens the chosen one's faith and deepens their understanding of their spiritual power. They learn that the narcissist's power is nothing compared to the divine power that resides within them. This realization isn't just theoretical, it becomes practical. It's the knowledge that they can stand firm against any attack, that no matter how strong the darkness appears, they are equipped with divine tools to fight back. The narcissist's control is only temporary. The chosen ones have eternal, unshakable authority over all that is evil. As they continue to face these challenges and overcome the darkness, the chosen ones grow more confident in their ability to walk in divine power. Their spiritual authority is tested and refined, and with each victory, they become more attuned to the divine guidance that leads them through the storm. The trials they face do not define them, they strengthen them and reveal the unbreakable connection they have to the Creator. This journey isn't just about survival, it's about transformation.